What's going on? It's your boy Guy by 2009. Got another good one for y'all today. And I appreciate all the love and thank you for my last video. You know, I guess I'll wait for one or two of y'all to come in here before I begin to really go into this. But I know people will replay this later on. So if anybody just watching this, I always do this. I always give everybody a little chance to come into the chat room. But I do appreciate the love. Thank you for the new subscribers, all that good stuff. Thank you so much for all the love. Please make sure you like the video. Make sure I got this cut on. Y'all just give me 1 second. Y'all give me 1 second. Fix this. Try to make it good for y'all. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Please make sure you like the video, all that good stuff. You know, this for anybody that probably watched my last video. Like, I know sometimes y'all be like, man, why God say this or why he go there? Sometimes I just want to break down and give y'all examples, and at the same time, I don't ever want y'all to be just, doing anything, just going out looking any kind of way or just feeling any kind of way. I want everybody to love themselves and appreciate themselves. But, you know, I love all my viewers and, no matter what, you know what I'm saying? But I don't want nobody to be in the box, you know what I'm saying? I love and appreciate all of you. I just want everybody to know that. So if anybody were mad or whatever about my last video, it was nothing personal. I'm not against nobody or nothing. I just want to give y'all examples. I want to show y'all how, like my last video, like Scorpios, like we don't pick on people. We don't try to point out the bad things about them. We try to show them certain things about themselves, show them certain realities about themselves. So just give me a second to fix this video up. I hope y'all had I hope this week's been wonderful for y'all. Never take any, never light, and this video is going to go into another deep aspect because a lot of times when y'all come to me, y'all tell me different scenarios. Y'all always remind me of certain things that I should bring up. So this video is going to go into a deep aspect about, the personality trait. This one's going to be about a deep personality characteristic of the Scorpio man. So let me see who up in here. Hey, Tarnisha. Hey, Deb. What's going on, Jay Bird? Hey, Big Kane. What's going on? Finally caught the live. Yes, you finally caught it. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I appreciate the love. I know I've been posting these, so I guess I'll go ahead and post it because it do be people that want to see these. So y'all just give me a second. See, I did better when I'm patient. See, I gave y'all a lot more chance to come in. Thank you for coming in. I see a couple of y'all in here. Please make sure you like the video as you enter the chat. Oh, there we go. I appreciate the love. Thank you. And if you haven't watched my last couple of videos, um, please make sure you watch those. And the reason I always keep reminding y'all because a lot of my notifications haven't been shared since what day did I read it? My notifications haven't been shared since April the 24th. So if you haven't been in tune for real or been waiting for a notification, you probably haven't got one in almost a month. So please make sure you check the video out because I know it's been hard to keep up with what's going on with my videos or whatever. It seems like you miss a lot of videos because my notifications don't get put out like they're supposed to. So you have to, if you're gonna watch my videos, I want to catch my lives. You will have to stay in tune, or I will just start leaving announcements on the previous day, letting y'all know what time, and start doing little stuff like that. I'm gonna start letting y'all know a day in advance. So I really appreciate all the love. Just give me 1 second to set up. Try to give everybody a little time because I'm very impatient when it comes to time sometimes because I'm so used to doing because when I first started doing these, I started doing all uploads. So I'm used to just jumping into it and then just jumping out of the video. But I'm gonna give y'all some time and I'm gonna do a video. I'm gonna do a video on the signs or whatever. And I'm gonna ask y'all, since y'all the ones that's coming in supporting this video today, it's only fair that I ask you what sign would you like to see other than the Scorpio? We always do Scorpio, so what do y'all want to see? What video, what sign do you want me to do? Do you want me to do Taurus? Do you want me to do the Libra? Like, let me know which one you want me to do an upload on, because I'm gonna do an upload for my supporters, because I really appreciate all the love y'all been showing me. So y'all just let me know what other sign do y'all want to see. I'm gonna make sure y'all get to see that. I'm definitely gonna do the Taurus though. I'm gonna make sure I do the Taurus because that's the first one I told y'all I was gonna do. And I remember somebody telling me, asked me about a Libra, but I'm gonna ask y'all first. I'm just setting up my link, y'all. So because when I do my videos, just understand, don't get mad with me sometimes, even though I know I'm kind of over explaining, but it's like I'm not going to just show you one aspect of an individual. When you watch my channel, you're not going to get to a point where it's going to be like, oh, he's just going to have the same monotone voice. It's never going to go into any other excitement. It ain't going to have no fun. It's just going to be like a regular video, whatever. No, I'm gonna make sure it's something. I give y'all a real feeling. I ain't just gonna give y'all the information. I'm gonna let y'all know how to. I mean, people that's in a relationship, they already gonna know, but I'm gonna give y'all examples. So don't take it all the time as me going all over the top. So I'm just letting everybody know. Give me a second. And I don't know how many moderators are here, but I appreciate any of my moderators. Thank you. I really appreciate all the love. Let me see who else in. Hey Juana, hey Yvonne, hey Shanta, hey Royals mom, hey Sky 11 Hook. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. But this video is gonna be about love never taken lightly. And the reason I felt like today was a necessary, I can even this out a little bit. Like today I felt that it was necessary for me to do this video in particular because a lot of times when y'all talking to me, y'all always y'all going to tell me these scenarios. A lot of times y'all tell me these scenarios, and a lot of you have came and asked me, not all the time, but a lot of you have came and asked me, hey, he started out being so serious. He spent this time with me. He's been dedicated to me. He's been loving towards me. He's been genuine towards me ever since the beginning. So, where does this man lie? And, he's very complex and very hard to read, and I understand that. But a lot of times y'all be telling me, is it really a real serious situation? Is he just doing it just to do it? Is he just, why do he pick me in particular? It can't be a serious situation. He probably, this, that, and the third. But you gotta understand, when you deal with Scorpio, man, nothing is never taken lightly. It's not, even though we get the bad rep, our bad name of being this sexually physical sign, or this very um a lot of people say, Scorpio might be promiscuous, different things like that. It's not like that. Maybe in the earlier stages, in Scorpios that haven't really found, the real appreciation for themselves, because when we get to our point where we feel that we are fully evolved, the point that Scorpios has went through certain stages, we're not these type of individuals that like wasting time, especially when a Scorpio man gets up into his shoot. I say when I start really, really appreciating time in my early 20s, Scorpio can appreciate it early, as far as his early 20s. So he's not going to be the type of individual that take things lightly, but more than likely it happens in his late 20s, in our late 20s, when the Scorpio man really started to become extremely serious. So we are fixed sign, you know what I'm saying? We are not these individuals, that are like the is we do have this strong physical nature, sexual nature, but we're not these individuals that are promiscuous. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be a type of individual that is, you know, any type of situation that he puts his time into. Even I know he might be going to points where it becomes silence, but points where you might not know or understand where his mindset is. But you got to understand, when you're dealing with this individual, that he has many different, sides to him. He's a very complex individual. You got to understand, you're dealing with somebody that's used to being by themselves most of the time, that's used to dealing with, not too many individuals that are used to having a certain amount of privacy. So when he's starting a new relationship, you got to understand, it's something that he absolutely wants to do. It's absolutely something that he wants to be in, even if it seems like at certain times it might seem like have mixed emotions, or sometimes that he seems like he's in another place. But you got to understand that he's used to being like that, because we're used to being on the island. We used to being secluded. We used to being as one person. So anything that he puts his time into, a lot of y'all be telling me, y'all live together, or y'all shared time together, or you had intimate moments where your Scorpio, he shared his life with you, or he shared moments with you, or that Scorpio man helped you, or he was there for you, or he had a strong connection for you that you felt, but at certain times you couldn't read it, couldn't really understand him too well. But that's you got to understand, that's normal. And this is why I'm making this video. I got to understand, when you, even if he's showing you love in the beginning and it gets to a point where it gets really confusing, you got to understand, the love is still there. But you got to understand, it's gonna take a lot of adjusting for that man, to in order for him to get used to sharing his time, sharing his space, sharing who he is with an individual. So he's gonna, at times he's gonna shy away, at times he's gonna distance himself, at times he's not gonna be understood. So you just gonna have to really, really focus and really take the time to really read him, because we don't do any light situations. And even when I've been in the past have read me wrong as being this this type of playboy. A lot of times it's kind of, I don't mean to sound cliche, but a lot of times it sounds like it's almost like a bad stereotype, because you have a certain appearance, because you keep yourself up nice and shave, keep yourself clean, or you might have a decent outward appearance or whatever. People automatically assume, oh, you're promiscuous, or oh, because you have a certain edge, a certain charisma, magnetism, whatever, to yourself, you supposed to be, you want everybody around you, or you just this attention. Scorpio, as individuals, we're not these type of people. We like to have a nice appearance. We like to have a very strong attraction, but it's not for a whole lot of attention with Scorpio. We just are type of individuals that are always on something real. You know what I'm saying? It's not we're not looking for everybody else's attention. We're not looking for a whole nother person. We are once he's dedicated to that situation, once he's letting you know that he's into that situation or he's real with you, it's nothing that you really have to guess about. The most worrying you would have to do is understand this individual is taking your time to really find out what type of person he is. You won't have the problem that a lot of people be assuming is, oh, it's a problem, or he's not interested, or he doesn't love me. Trust me, if he didn't want to be with you, or if he was a type of individual that was a certain way, he would let you know from the beginning. He wouldn't. A Scorpio, we're not the type that will push a person along. We would let you know. It is Scorpios that really don't say nothing at times, but then I wouldn't say they were really the ones that are grown yet, because and the reason I say this, because a Scorpio that hasn't grown yet, he will be that type of individual that will be promiscuous, because he don't understand how valuable he is. Excuse me, how valuable he is. I'm stumbling over stuff. I'm sorry, because he will understand that his spirit and his energy, his time, his the love he put into situations, whether it's physical energy, mental energy, sexual energy, or whatever, it's gonna hold some type. It's gonna hold real weight. It has real value. It's not something that you should squander with just random individuals, because that's why a lot of people that do that, they end up with these almost faceless personalities. They end up looking exhausted. They look twice their age. They have this bitter appearance, because they have broken down their energy. They have passed they spread themselves out too thin. You know what I'm saying? But a Scorpio man that's dedicated in a situation, he's gonna he's gonna be dedicated to it. We don't share our time with everybody, we don't share personal stories with everybody. We don't. Scorpio won't even spend. Trust me, and this is for real. Scorpio won't even spend like real time with you at all. Like no conversations whatsoever. No hanging out whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people say, he's with me, but he's not talking, so he must not really want to be here, or he must not really care. At certain times the communication is weird, or it's awkward, whatever. But you got to understand that's how he is. That's how we are. You know what I'm saying? He's used to being by himself, so it might take him a little time to adjust to you. And plus, one thing about us is that we learn the person. We try to take our time to really evaluate the person and see who we're dealing with. And another thing about us, we're very strong listeners. So a lot of times he's not just tuning you out, or he's not trying to ignore you or anything like that. In particular, is he's just trying to listen. He's trying to figure out who he's dealing with. And that one is really for the people in the beginning, because you will see that. You know what I'm saying? Because you might see this charismatic man at 1 minute, then you might see this very laid back, very quiet, very withdrawn man. And at times, I know our faces can be very mistaken for anger, or it could take for being in a serious situation or being distressed. But you got to understand, we everything we do, everything we put our energy into, everything we participate, it holds a weight on us. It's not like anything for anybody else. It's like once a responsibility or a task or a certain issue or a certain thing that's laid in front of our eyes, are put to our attention, it always lays on us, even if it was told to us 3 months ago. Even if it was told to us 7 months ago, it's always going to lay a burden on the Scorpio man. So you got to understand, a lot of times when you see him distressed, or when you see us distressed, is because he has tons and tons of um, issues going on in his personal life. It's things that, and it's nothing more, serious than anybody else. But at the same, we take it that much more serious than everybody else. So he's going to weigh on it. We always are evaluating. We're always thinking. We're not these type of individuals that's just like, oh, I'm here, I don't really think about much. I'm just whatever. Even when he's in serious situations, he's going to really always we're always thinking about it. We always brainstorming. Hey, and make y'all. I see 18 of y'all. Y'all make sure y'all come in. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Don't just come in here and not show no love. I really appreciate those who are already shown the love, but please make sure you hit that like button. I appreciate my moderators for reminding everybody, and that's why I tell a lot of people we're not for the weak at heart. We're not for a lightweight person. We're not for a person that never been with a serious person that don't really know how to deal with a serious person because we're extremely, extremely different. We're extremely rare, and a lot of people are used to dealing with people that are one dimensional, that are easy to read. Even if they're lousy, they are easy to read. Even if they're a decent person, they are easy to read, and they eventually become boring, or they eventually start doing silly stuff, or they lack so many things at one point. But one thing about us is we have many, many different colors. We have much value to bring to the situation, but it's just not going to come easy to you. It's not going to be something that you're going to be able to figure out overnight. You're going to have to learn him. You're going to have to take time to actually get to know him. And that's where I think a lot of people fail to realize because they so used to using the internet and so used to everything being so distant and awkward and having this almost fake believe communication, and it's not going to work with it, and they think, and they usually can get by with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not knocking nobody. You usually can get by with that. You know what I'm saying? But with us, you're gonna have to learn us. You're gonna have to actually go just like grandma and granddaddy and them did, or just like people did back in the old days. You're gonna have to really. That's why I tell you when you're dealing with Scorpio, make sure you know that he's a vintage individual. Make sure you know that he's an old soul. I'm not just saying that just because it sounds good. I'm saying it because you have to understand he's not just an old soul as far as just seem liking old stuff, or liking old vintage music. His personality traits, his values, his the things he believe in are going to have an old type of spirit to it. It's going to have old values to it. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna have to build with him. You're gonna have to understand him. It's not gonna come off like a lot of you be telling me, it's so bad and this and that. We've been through so much and blah blah blah. I said, how long y'all been together? Y'all be telling me, since Christmas, since Easter, since the beginning of the year. I'm like what? A horrible relationship takes more time to do that. It takes more time than what people are giving their particular Scorpio man. You don't learn. You can't learn nobody. I don't care how intense it is. Even with you're not gonna learn, especially a Scorpio. You're not gonna learn him in a small amount of time. I know you so used to dealing with one-dimensional people, like I said, where they display everything on social media, where they throw everything out the window, where everything is easily to figure out. But and I know it's unorthodox, but you gotta understand that when you're dealing with this individual, it's a person you're gonna have to really you just gonna have to learn one on one. You have to take the time to learn one on one. It's not gonna be like internet. Everybody, because a lot of people make it easy, and a lot of people are so used to that because they so used to people being socially awkward. They used to people not really wanting to communicate or be, you know, talk anyway. So it's easy for them to learn people. It's easy for them to understand people. But when you're dealing with us, you got to understand that he's gonna be somebody you're gonna have to take time. Let me put this, put my link in. You want to show something? Hey, Gabriel. Hey, Clarabelle. What's going on? My Scorpio wants to run back to house. He don't want to take it. Uh, I like the video and donate it. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, Tanisha. If you want to show that love, make sure you donate. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. It takes a lot of patience and understanding to give them space to bring you into their time. Absolutely. It takes a person to understand that, and he's gonna know that. And this is why a lot of people burn out because If you're a type of individual that's gonna blow up automatically, blow up over every other thing, uh, just jump to any conclusion, I get mad over little stupid stuff, then he knows you don't have the maturity or understanding to really understand real people, to really understand a real individual of his nature. You know what I'm saying? Because it's easy for us to read people real fast. So he's gonna know. So if you already blowing up, if you already getting mad in the first 2 months, he know you're not gonna make it because he know your level of I like to bring new terms to your level of romantic maturity hasn't got to that level. And I'm gonna say it again, your level of romantic maturity. You know what I'm saying? Because you could be romantic, but is your romantic nature mature? Are you still on a juvenile level of romance, of learning romance, of learning about relationships? It's gonna depend. It's gonna show. Because if you burn out real fast, if you in the first couple of months uh, you know, acting crazy, doing little stuff, getting upset over little stuff. He know you're not gonna make it. You're not gonna make it out the first year. But if you're a type of individual that has a deep understanding and has a real maturity, has a real experience of life, has a real focus of life, has a real understanding of life, then you will see the beauty in him. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because a person who's been around people that's one dimensional, a person who really understands individuals who've been around multiple different people, they're going to see the difference in the Scorpio. They're going to take time to really understand this guy is extremely different. He's not like the rest of it. But if you react and throw him in a category with everybody else and try to treat him and react to him and deal with him the same way you would deal with other people, you're gonna lose him fast. You're not gonna The relationship not gonna last long, and it's just gonna be a unfortunate situation. But if you're the type of person that's laid back, that's gonna understand, that's gonna listen, that's ready to make things work and make things happen before you let things fall by the wayside, then you're gonna have a good relationship. But if it's not like that, it's gonna be a bad situation. It's gonna be exactly what you make it, just like anything else. Thank you, Michelle. I've been evolved. Okay, you've been. I'm. Time 4 years is enough. Time we live together. I hear that, Clarabelle. I hear that, and I was the same way. Like it's crazy. It's crazy. Like, and I heard a lot of you tell me this too. A lot of time, a Scorpio will see the strength in the beauty in a woman early, and a lot of times they'll be like, "Oh, Scorpio, my Scorpio, I love him, but he's moving so fast, or he's jumping into." He was in the beginning, he was jumping so fast, and I wasn't ready because I wasn't really trusting of him, and I was surprised by his nature, about him, just how he know that I'm a good woman. I think he just seen me for my looks or whatever, and then he just jumping into a situation. But you got to understand, if Scorpio's getting to a point where he's moving fast in a relationship and where he sees you, that means you are a very, very strong candidate for to be a future wife. You are a very strong candidate for to be somebody he sees for a long time. And a lot of times, a lot of people don't see that. A lot of people see it for, oh, I don't trust that Scorpio man. He's moving too fast. Or why he don't really love me that much. Or his attraction ain't that strong. And they really doubt us. Or they really second guess us. So you really, and a lot of times, a lot of people will brush us off. A lot of people will become distant. A lot of people will be funny with us. It ain't always just Scorpio, man. It's people that are involved with Scorpios. They start to do little stuff that we would do in certain cases, and by the time Scorpio, we're just like I said, we're not like average individuals. We're not gonna be the type that when somebody's rejecting or dissing themselves from us, we're not gonna whine. He's not gonna be the type to whine. He's not gonna whine. He's not gonna chase you. He's not gonna fuss you out. He's not gonna get disgruntled, get argumentative. He's gonna distance himself from you, and he's gonna eventually disappear. And when the Scorpio disappears, not like an average disappear, it's like you don't know where to find him. You're not going to know where to find him. You're not even going to know where to begin unless you were that person that actually was paying some type of attention. Even if you took it for granted, if you're a type of person that paid close attention to Scorpio, it won't be that hard for you to attach the connection back together. But if you weren't serious and you weren't real about it, then it's going to be harder for you to bridge it back together. But a lot of times, a lot of Scorpios disappear because their first sign of love and attraction that we show in the first um extend, like we try to extend ourselves to the person and let them know, hey, is this is it. And we don't do that a lot because we are very, very private individuals. We don't like just putting ourselves out there because, like I told you, we're very introverted. We don't deal with just anybody. So if he's coming to you, not only if he's just coming to you, that's saying everything within itself. But if he's telling you, I want to build this, I want us to be together, I want us to live together and do this. He's not saying it because it sounds good. He's not saying it because it's going to make you like him more or make you think he's serious. If he didn't want to be, we do not like just bonding with anybody. We don't just like being around anybody. We don't like building with just anybody. We don't trust a lot of people. We don't like building with a lot of people. So if he's getting to a point where he wants to do that, even if it's at a fast pace, it's extremely serious because a lot of you have came and told me, I'm so sad or I'm so upset because I didn't take his signs as being serious. So now that he's distant and he's gone, now I see the beauty in him. Now I understand that his picking with me was him wanting the best for me, and they'll admit to me, I never had any of my exes or whatever buy me, things that I could use forever. I pick out certain things in my characteristics. I see certain beauty in me. You know what I'm saying? They don't see that until after the fact. So I seen the best and worst in my Scorpio. Yeah, you definitely he's gonna show it to you. He's not. We're not the type that show you a one dimensional personality trait because a lot of people say, "Oh, Scorpio, they sneaky or whatever," but we don't have our scars. We don't have our blemishes or whatever. We show you everything, but we show you the in the same way we'll show you our bad side. We'll show you that much more of our our good side. We'll show you that much more of it. But you gotta pay attention to it. You gotta, appreciate the little things they show you. My Scorpio is getting cold on me. We've been together 4 years. He's a roller coaster of emotion. He has times he will open up and then the following week he will shut down. Just like I said, because he's an introverted individual. He's a person that's used to being by himself. We used to being by ourselves. So us going silent and us doing, being going from one extreme to another is not whether you were in the picture or whether you were not in the picture. He was still. That's why I try to, remind a lot of you. Y'all make sure y'all like. It's 20 of y'all, coming in and out of here. Y'all make sure y'all get them likes up to 20. I mean, I know, get them likes up, but you got to understand he's not doing it for you personally. A lot of people take it personally, like we're doing something in order to get a reaction out of a person. Are we doing something in order to make a person upset? But that's not the case. We're showing you who we are. He's not giving you a fake make believe masquerade of who he is. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people get mad at us for showing them and being honest with them. A lot of people say Scorpio's not honest or whatever, but we show them even our bad sides. We show them when we get mad. Sometimes we show them everything, but we're gonna show you piece by piece, little by little. You know what I'm saying? He's showing you, because when a lot of people when get together, a lot of times when people get together, um they put on certain masquerades. Not saying they do it on purpose, because I think it's nature. A lot of times we're taught to do this from an early age, from watching older adults. But we put on certain, like a lot of people, a lot of men and women too. We put on certain masquerades in order to, because we think that's the right thing to do. We don't be honest with the person. We don't show them our whole side. We don't be real with them because we feel that's it's good to keep a certain appearance. It's good to keep a certain masquerade. You know what I'm saying? But we're not those type of individuals. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna show you that side. You can get angry. You can not like him. You can call him names or whatever. But we're not the individual to show you I fake around with you in order to keep you. He's not that type of individual. Even if you distance, y'all excuse me. One thing about fasting, people think you when you eat all the time, you do a lot of burping, whatever. But one thing about fasting that people don't understand, when you fast a lot, it gets to the point when you get into the second or third day, it's like almost like anything that's blocking, it's just like it's just gonna start flushing itself. Like a lot of people think just a couple of hours is really fasting, or just an hour, or just eating some light fish will help cleanse them. But man, when you do it a couple of days, it's a different monster. I tell you that much. It's a different monster. I'm able to think clear. My ideas are more potent. My charisma is a lot more clear. You know what I'm saying? So that's why y'all see me. My spirit is different. I'm feeling a lot better today. That's why I told y'all. At certain times I'm gonna show you the different sides of Scorpio. I'm not just gonna show you a good appearance all the time. I see 19 likes, 23 people in the building. Y'all show some love. Cause I see y'all. Ain't like y'all in here for 2 seconds and then dipping out. Y'all in here for a little minute. Y'all at least like the video. I really appreciate the love though. It takes a lot of patience and understands to give them space to bring you. Yeah, make sure I'm just. Hey, Michelle Longhorn. Hey, Jeremy. What's going on, Jeremy? Hey, how do you know your birth chart? All you gotta do is use your birthday. I know the time. Fortunately for me, I know the time because it was recorded my birthday time. I was born at 10. I might even do a crazy video for y'all. I'm gonna use for the title of my video. I don't know, man. Sometimes I be giving y'all some stuff. I know y'all appreciate it. I know a lot of y'all appreciate it. A lot of y'all do deserve it. But sometimes I be like, man, I be going in. I gotta go ahead and just finish up this book, man, so I can just throw it out because I really want to get this to y'all for real, for real. I really appreciate the love. Just like my last video, I didn't want to bash nobody. I make nobody feel bad, but at the same time, these are things that most men feel. These are things that most women feel. So I got to be honest with you because whether a person just keeping it to themselves or saying it, they still feel that way. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to feel beautiful for the way you are, be the way you are. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how Scorpio man. That's when you dealing with Scorpio man, dating him, he's gonna do the same thing. You're gonna find yourself transforming. Like when I and it's crazy when I was telling y'all that video from last time, like the woman that I was dating, Leo, and she was the type, just like a lot of women, she like to put the hair weaves and stuff in, and whatever. And she was, y'all know how y'all Leos is. She was like, if you don't like it, you ain't got to, the whole Maui thing. I'm like, all right, you gonna see for yourself or whatever. And at one point, she would never really do it. You know what I'm saying? But it's like just from her being around my spirit, her learning me, her being attached to me, her learning my ways, and it just it's like it grew, even though she was, had a certain immature age about her at that time, and it's like we both grew each other. You know what I'm saying? And her even much more. She just started maturing, and even after I left, years from that, she started now she wears her natural hair. She don't put in hair weaves no more. It's like even if a Scorpio leaves after the time we leave, you're gonna still find yourself picking up things he told you, and you're still gonna find yourself correcting yourself on certain things you picked up from being around him. You still gonna find yourself um, growing and wising up from things that he showed you, even if you didn't agree with it and you call him crazy or you got mad with him at first. You're gonna start understanding like, whoa, he was right. You're gonna understand that he was honest, that he was being real with you. Now she wear her natural hair. Now it's all, you know what I'm saying? See, people don't see the beauty. That's why I tell y'all a lot of times people don't see the beauty about us until we're gone. They don't see where we was trying, what we meant when we was there in the beginning. 4 years, no ring is something. It's like, okay, I'll just make, yeah, but at the same time, I'm telling you, Clarabelle, I know you, it seems crazy, but a Scorpio man, you know he's going to move at his own pace. Not saying it's right or wrong, but and it's certain things you can do to bridge that gap in. But you're gonna have to reach me up behind the scene or whatever. But and make sure you show that love, Clarabelle, and donate all that good stuff because I can help you, but you gotta want help at the same time. Just like if you want to be a relationship, you can have a relationship, you can have somebody to love you, but you gotta want to be in that relationship. You gotta want that love. Just like you want that person to change or you want that person to understand you, you gotta want the love. You gotta want and understand that person at the same time. So it's that same thing. And understand why in the world would he be somewhere 4 years that he don't with somebody that he doesn't love and somebody that he doesn't adore completely? Come on, think about it. People get so tied up into appearances. That's why I tell you, even though I know it sounds just like I tell you, don't take it. Oh, you're just being saying that because you're a man. No, I'm not saying that just because I'm a man. It's like y'all want it's people that jump right into marriage. They jump right in. They're just like I tell people all the time. It's the guy that will do all that stuff. They'll give you the automatic wedding ring. They'll do all that stuff. But a lot of those dudes don't be serious. A lot of those dudes don't really love the person. A lot of those relationships and marriages don't last long because it was built on just like I told the other person yesterday. What would you how would a house react if you built a house with clay dough? I ain't talking about the clay that the Native Americans and indigenous people use. I'm talking about the Play-Doh that you can get from Toys R Us, that you can get from the toy store. What have you built? What have you built your foundation out of clay out of Play-Doh? Imagine how the house would react. Imagine if they actually built the house out of Play-Doh. You know what I'm saying? And actually use that. They usually use cement and cement blocks, but imagine if they use Play-Doh. Imagine if they use mud, instead of cement. That the floor is gonna fall in, the plumbing gonna be messed up, bugs and infestation gonna come in, the house gonna start leaning, and they could use millions of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of material, worth of manpower, worth carpet, worth of installation. But if you building it on a weak foundation where you never got to know each other, it's just going to be like building a two-story house on mud, building a two-story house out of loose leaf paper, out of notebooks. You just you stack 100 notebooks on top of each other in a like in as a foundation of a house. Imagine, it might actually stand to a certain point because you can stand heavy. You could put a brick on top of a notebook and it can stand, but eventually that water gonna sink in that paper. Eventually the mold gonna start molding that paper because it's built on a weak foundation. It built on a foundation with no substance, with no permanence, with no real future. So it takes time. Things take time. Things take understanding. Things take. Hey, Mella B, what's going on, Mella B? I'm gonna read y'all comments too. Hey, Divine Wisdom, what's going on? My Scorpio jumped in head first with me. I was scared to death. Mine told me he wanted me and loved me. I never saw that coming. Yeah, because we see that. We know when we see a good woman. He knows when he sees a good woman. When he sees, we know a person's true nature. We understand a person's when being genuine with us. We know when a person has a strong um piece of us. We understand when a person is a valuable, you know, individual and their spirit is honest and they have a loving spirit. He's not gonna let that go. Let me see. You have to learn to actually love their silence because that's where they think, plan, and consider their emotions. Absolutely. You just gotta learn to appreciate that and learn that that's just a part of who he is. That's a part of what makes him who he is, because he's an individual that looks at all sides. He's an individual that let things to sink in. He's an individual that evaluates. He's not an individual that does things sporadically just to be doing it. He's the type of individual that really evaluates and thinks. That's belching. Let me see. I'm just reading Melody. B. I don't know what you talk. I'm talking. I'm taking it slow because I have been hurt in the past, and a new guy has been a player with multiple partners, so I cannot declare this situation as a relationship. That's yeah, that's different. Yeah, I understand how that can go, Charles. Sending. Okay, let me see. My Scorpio at first, he didn't mind me going out for dinner with my close friends. Now he's very mean about stuff without him, me doing stuff without him. Because yeah, because y'all have built a relationship. You've been with him for 4 years. 4 years is long. 4 years is not no. That's not a. That ain't no punk time. 4 years. That's that he been with you for some good time. So absolutely, he don't dedicate. And you got to understand, when we dedicate our time and put our energy into something, it's not a light situation. Just like the title, Clarabelle, is not a light situation. He's not looking for you just to have a cup of tea and to see you at night. Y'all building a real relationship. You're in a real live relationship with somebody that actually really loves you. I know it's hard to believe, but you're in a real relationship, sweetheart. He actually loves you. He actually is not going to be on those silly, childish stuff. He's going to be serious with you, and he's not going to accept anything less. So understand that, and become in tune with that, because that's the only thing that's going to really give you any type of clarity. Sky 11 Hook, Deb C, thank you so much for being my Shata. Absolutely. Thank you so much for being my moderators. Let me see who. And Shanta, I know you being here showing love. I really appreciate the love too. But please put my links in when you get a chance, Shanta, because you're the only moderator that hasn't put my link in one time. And yes, I'm calling you out. Hardy, har har. Yes, I'm calling you out because you haven't put my link in one time. But you got a big old wrench. Do you want to be a moderator, Shanta? Do you want to be a moderator? Because sometimes I know your time is very different from mine. Seven. I really appreciate you being here in the chat there. Everything. Do you want to be a moderator? Let me see. I don't know who. Y'all make sure y'all like. I see 25 of y'all in here that hit the like button. So understand whether you think his mind is in a different place, or whether you think that he might be feeling a certain type of way. You got to understand that when you deal with Scorpio, man, it's nothing going to ever be light. It's not going to be a light situation. It's not going to be some type of BS fling. That's why I had to tell somebody the other day, like, if he's at the point where he trusted you enough to, you know, uh, want to share things with you, or, share real deep pieces of his life with you, that means he really care about you. That means he really trusts you. I really feel that you're an honest person. I really feels that you a person of confidence where he can put his trust into you. So understand when you dealing with him, even if he goes through phases of being silent, go through phases of being, you know, dark at times, he still the affections and the love and the relationship still haven't changed. It's still gonna be the same thing. Thank you so much, Scout Lemon Hook. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it, Shanta. Thanks for telling people to donate, but I really appreciate you put my link in from time to time. Let me see. Clara, what is your Clara, what is your sun sign and your moon sign? Yeah, what is your sun sign and your moon sign, Claire? I don't know if you answered. I don't know if you answered Tanisha's question. What is your sun sign and moon sign? I don't think Claire caught the question. I like the video. Yeah. What is that, Claire? I'm curious because you didn't answer the question. What's your sun sign and moon sign, Claire? I had to help my I had to help Tanisha out because I don't think you heard her or understood her. Y'all please try to pay attention to each other sometime too. 'Cause I be seeing that a lot. Sometimes y'all don't speak to each other. We gotta still keep it. We can still keep it normal with each other. Let me see. And you see, that's why a lot of times, like just for example, just like my page, for instance, like it's people that came and seemed like they were genuinely good people, that they were strong people, that they were loyal people, but it shows over time, right? A lot of those faces you ain't gonna see in the chat no more. A lot of those people you ain't gonna see, showing love to the channel no more because they weren't real from the get go. But I had to let time deal with them. Time will Scorpios, when it comes to people, we let time reveal who they are. We let it organically happen. We don't have to pull nobody's coattail or sting them or do none of that stuff. If they're phony, they're gonna expose themselves. If they're unloyal, they're gonna expose themselves. If they suck at relationships, this is gonna show. You know what I'm saying? If you suck at your main relationship, a lot of people, can't even keep uh, uh, a light relationship. You know what I'm saying? Just on some friendly stuff. Some people get, I don't know. People are so strange. That's why I don't connect with just anybody. Because many people that came to my page seem like they were genuinely cool people, but at the end of the day, it's like where they at, where they be. They don't be around. So I only dedicate and use my time and use my energy and exhaust myself over people that are real. I don't have time for people that's gonna be here today, gone tomorrow. Man, stay gone, stay over there. But the people that's real and there's people that's dedicated, they're gonna get the best of me. They're gonna understand me. They're gonna reap the rewards from being around me. But those people that's around, what you ain't never say your son's son. You just his oh you just put your birthday, Claire. Okay, so her son sign, you have to look that up. I, I don't know. I'm not too sure with hers in particular. It's gonna have a difference, I guess. So you pretty much you were so you could pretty much say you are Scorpio too, Claire Bell. So that's probably why you understand it. You probably just got pieces of a Sagittarius personality. I think you're like she's like a cups. She's like but the majority of her personality traits are gonna hold the Scorpio. She gonna have pieces of Sagittarius, but most of it's gonna be Scorpio. You know what I'm saying? Because she's closer to the Scorpio side than the Sag. Most of the true Sagittarius that have real Sagittarius personality traits are the the December Sagittarius, our December Sagittarius. You know what I'm saying? The ones in late November, they don't really hold no Sagittarius personality traits whatsoever. So except for certain things, maybe small little things. Yeah. Hey, Wanda Perkins. I don't know if I spoke to you already. I appreciate everything. I appreciate y'all. You know, I really appreciate y'all watching the video. I hope y'all enjoyed this. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna definitely do the Taurus joint for y'all. Let me see. Did I put it in? Did anybody tell me if they want to see a particular video? Because I know I asked that question in the beginning. Aries. Wanda said she want to see Aries. Okay, okay. Wanda Tanisha said Virgo. Okay, that's pretty good. These are pretty good videos, and it's crazy. These were my first. I first started doing this, my videos were like uploads about, and y'all and the people love them. So I will definitely I will definitely be doing that for y'all. So I really appreciate it. I will be doing an upload, so you might see it sometime later on tonight. Scorpio man and Scorpio woman. Oh, okay, okay. So I love y'all. Please make sure you donate if you can. I appreciate all the love. Big kiss. All the fellas pound. I ain't see no fellas up in here. No, I see Big Kane. Big Kane. My boy Big Kane. Jeremy, my boy Jeremy up in here. My boy Big Kane up in here. Hey, Miss San Saunders. I don't know if I said hey to Miss San Saunders. Thank you so much for the love, Miss San Saunders, Royals mom, Yvonne Desiree. What happened? Just happened to be on YouTube and saw you were live. Oh wow, okay. Thank you so much. Good morning. I really appreciate all of you. I want all of you to have a wonderful day. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Thank you so much, Shanta. Yeah, make sure you email. My mom is a Sag and her husband was a Scorpio. They had a very high-low relationship. High one day, low the next. Yeah, we usually do, it's extremely hardly. It's hard to be compatible with a Scorpio man. So it's you got to really it's really hard to understand that. So you got to really pick that up. Let me see. And really learn if you're gonna be a Sagittarius, you really gotta be you gotta be a different type of Sagittarius. You gotta be one of those very mature ones. You can't be in the middle. You can't be gradually changing. You can't be I'm getting there and I'm almost there. You can't be that. You got to be an all way mature, straight up and down Sagittarius that really understands who you are, understands how you come across, understand that you have to take time to understand other individuals. You gotta be the type of Sagittarius that look at everything around you, that really communicates. Even since the Sagittarius is such a communicator, they have to use that communication. They have to use that energy. You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much, Law. I don't know if I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna just call you Law, Mr. LA, Mr. LA. I don't know. Y'all gotta be having some names and y'all. Lori. Okay. Hey, Lori. Thank you so much, Lori. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Uh, would love a video on Scorpio and Virgo though. Okay. Okay, that sounds good. I don't know. I might do an upload for y'all. Just give me a period of time, get myself together. I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do the uploads, but I'm gonna do a live about one of the compatibilities. I'm gonna do a live on compatibilities, and I'm gonna do that in the afternoon so everybody can catch it. But I love y'all. I really appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate it. I know it's a lot, and I really appreciate y'all for understanding and really enjoying the videos. Please make sure you go watch my other videos, Scorpio and all signs. Okay, Wanda, I get it, I get it. You said it don't matter. So I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I will be back soon. I love y'all. Thank you. And my notifications haven't been getting put out since like April 24th. So please make sure you go and watch the videos that you haven't seen because my notifications haven't been coming out since late April. So please make sure you watch and support. Thank you so much to those who still continue to support because y'all still show crazy love. Those of you who really stay in tune, thank you so much. I couldn't do it without you. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. I really appreciate you. So I will see y'all later. Y'all be peaceful. Y'all have a wonderful day and have a beautiful weekend. And I will see y'all soon. Peace.